Hey, everybody.
Oh my god!
What the hell was that?
Hey, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Hi.
Good morning. Welcome to Stealthy Elf Productions. We're going to play some Pathfinder 2nd Edition for you this morning. This is our Sandsea Saga campaign, part of our Heroes of Histaeria campaign series. Session 64, guys. Look at us. In like 20 years, we can run for president. Guys, any announcement before we jump in?
Not an announcement, but watching the credits, one, beautiful. Two, I realized that my credits just say Lycus. Drawn by Lycus, played by Lycus.
It's a lot of Lycus.
Which is very funny.
That's awesome.
Yep.
My only personal
man.
announcement is I started playing League recently.
Oh, Nigel, I'm
Good for you.
sorry.
It's fun.
Oh, sad
Thanks.
for you.
Choice.
Obviously, I'm not a gamer.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Choice.
I'm blindly supportive of everyone.
If there's a session where my portrait is empty, I've been playing League too much, and bad stuff might have.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us.
My man sent me a picture yesterday of I think that's totaling 700 milligrams of caffeine in one picture,
Yeah.
saying, "All right, ready for League today."
I like the
Jesus.
monster.
The monster
drink,
coffee, and then like 2 other energy drinks.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a
After.
heart
it's the price for
attack.
greatness.
They,
If I get to gold, then
But you are gonna need all that energy because I heard you're also getting into the foot market.
Oh, yeah.
it's
You
true. I
can
do need a lot of
multitasking
energy
the whole
for my
time.
beat, the maintenance and all that.
after dark.
It's a grind. I mean, you gotta have energy.
Sometimes
Literally a
with
grind
toenails.
as he's
Yeah.
grinding down those toenails to make them acceptable.
Amazing.
All right, but hey guys, don't forget to check out Tales Archive tonight for some great D&D content. That's our other announcement. I think we should play some games.
Nah.
Yeah, you can check
Nah,
out
all right.
Nigel's Only Toes later. So
Only toes. Speaking of, Nigel, did your toes write the recap?
I'll be right back.
I
need to
wish
make
I
a
had that
website.
level of dexterity.
Ollie's out. He's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
What kind of vibe you want for music, my man? Give me some descriptive words.
Let's. Oh boy, because it goes up and down.
Found.
Oh, maybe something mixed.
Just lock in and
Just
DJ on the fly.
dire, sad, and then happy, and then sad again.
All right, I'll just try to keep up. You go ahead.
So we continued. So I'm gonna do like from my portion of when we went to the Metallica Sanctum.
Okay.
Okay.
We continued the tour of the Metallica Sanctum with Elda. But honestly, just in places where people eat and sleep. Important, I suppose, but it's not why I was there. Then we entered the workshop. And there it was. Happy music.
Huh.
The anvil. Not just an anvil, the legendary anvil. The kind. You guys are hearing me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because my mic was cutting off before. I don't like David laughing when I'm talking anymore.
Just keep going.
Not just an anvil, the legendary anvil. The kind master crafters spend their entire lives dreaming about. The kind that has forged weapons that change history. The kind of tool that doesn't just make items, it makes legends. I'm fairly certain I stopped walking and may have stopped breathing too. If anyone spoke to me during that moment, I did not hear them. I was too busy imagining all the things I could make with it. Perfect balance, perfect edges, perfect armor. Weapons that sing when you swing them. I'm not saying I fell in love, but if someone had left me alone in that room with the anvil, well, at least I tried to take it to dinner first. Edanor, meanwhile, had wandered off to the library and somehow found a god wearing a mortal body, which is apparently something that just happens to him now. Whatever he said to the god resulted in his abilities being taken away, just gone. Which is worrying, mostly because I prefer my companions to remain useful. Then the fire giants attacked. And for the record, we did not win that fight comfortably. We survived. Barely. There's an important difference. One of them blasted me with fire. My arms, shoulders are burnt. My hair is now much shorter than I intended. I will cover, obviously, but I'm still unhappy about it, hair-wise. While we were busy nearly dying, we learned the truth. The attack was a distraction. Shred, leader of the conquering host, used the chaos to steal the legendary anvil. Yes, their anvil, officially. After the battle, we spoke with the leadership of the Metallica and the god pretending to be immortal, and we reached an agreement. We will retrieve the stolen anvil within 2 days and prepare before we set out to hunt Shred. Which brings me to the most important conclusion from the fire giant fight. Our equipment is not good. We almost died fighting the distraction. That means if we go after the person who planned the entire operation without better gear, we're gonna get got. And I, for one, am not dying because someone else didn't sharpen their weapon properly or still wearing armor I made 3-4 days ago. Time travels. We do a lot in a short time period, actually. For the next day, I'll be crafting, forcing armor, fixing mistakes made by previous designers, making sure this party is actually worthy of fighting the people who stole a legendary anvil. Because if we survive this hunt, it won't be because of heroics. It'll be because I made sure everyone's equipment was good enough that they didn't die. And when we get that anvil back, I'm absolutely going to ask if I'm allowed to use it. Professionally, of course.
Oh my lord. That was good. That was good. Well done.
Very anvil focused, makes sense.
Very me. Very me mine.
He said this is going to be from Luna's perspective, and he did not lie.
At first,
So
I was
what
thinking
Just an
There was like
Yeah.
two sentences
haiku.
about a god and somebody losing powers
Yeah.
in the party.
back to the
Oh yeah, by the way, back to Anvil. This happened, I
anyway.
guess. Didn't even talk about
Died
like
twice. You didn't even talk about
Yeah.
that.
Is it relevant to the anvil? I think not.
Yeah, exactly. How did the anvil feel about your death?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Everybody take your
God.
starting hero point. Nigel, take your second. Luna, take your second hero point for your brilliant recap. I think let's continue to. We'll stick with Luna for a bit here. We'll start our session off with Luna. As you daydream about this anvil in the workshop on the Oka's Will, there's a knock at the door. You've begun. You're settling in to begin your crafting project, and as you're like laying things out, you've got your schematics all figured out. You know, you're checking your inventory. There's a little tap 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 at the door.
Come in.
The door opens, and as it creaks open, you look out and you see someone not walking in, but climbing in through the top of the doorway is Yoma, who is walking along the ceiling as she tends to do. She does a sort of pirouette as she hops off, lands in a very sort of bouncy motion in front of you, knees bend, and she extends outwards as she said, "Some monk just came and dropped this off for you," and hands you a piece of paper.
Take a second to look at the paper, look at her. And as I reach for the paper, so you can be useful. I'll take the paper and start reading it.
As you start reading the paper, Yoma huffs and starts kind of like walking around your workshop, taking a look at the different projects that you've got going on.
Don't touch anything.
You say that as she was about to like touch something on the workbench that you were working on. She was just about to lean over and go, "Well, Yeah, I can be useful. I can be really useful. I think you don't know how useful I can be. As she says that, though, you look down at the note. And it's a very simple note. It is a challenge. Luna, the note says, it is a formal elvish challenge, an honor duel to the House of Elwins, to the daughter of Elwins. There's no name stated, but there's a location.
So let me make sure this is not written like, you know, potentially like the Joker where he took parts of a magazine to form each letter and it looks creepy as hell.
No. It is not.
It looks like
it is written. It is written in proper Elvish script.
Like good cursive where I can read it properly.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
still
yeah.
difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
But nobody else can read it.
Yeah. So it mentions like time, location. You said.
Yeah. It just says immediately, but it gives you a location.
Oh, it says immediately. And I don't know who it is. Okay. I'm going to... Wait, where's the location?
You can tell from a crude map that it is the bottom of one of the valleys. So it's close by. You'll be able to get there within a couple hours. A bit of a hike, but it'll be like at the bottom of the hill, at the bottom of the mountain.
Okay.
Roll me a... This would have been part of your martial training, so I would say you could use your martial skill. Or how about
We just use
society?
the ship to get further down the hill faster. Quick drop off.
You could just quickly take the ship down.
Save time.
Also, though, I will say, Luna, you know Elven duels, just a free thing. Well, let's get the society.
Society.
Yes.
Which one of these is
Meanwhile, Yoma is
real?
hanging upside down over the ceiling, trying to get a closer look at some of your experiments.
Load page. Yeah, I know I'm gonna do immediately after this loads. Give this a second. I would say for someone else to roll, but you guys have just as bad luck on this as I do.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have your dice roller up.
Well, usually it just opens automatically, but for some reason,
Yeah, because you have the tab open since the last time we played.
Yeah.
The last 500 times we played.
You
Yeah.
insane person.
It never was closed.
okay, because
Yeah.
this is taking long.
You could just use physical dice if you have physical dice nearby too.
Yeah, they're not like the Lycus dice that they got me last time we played in person. That thing rolled 17 on average.
Yeah.
Like,
Max's emergency dice, man.
Yeah.
I'll be ready. They're sitting right over there. They're waiting.
The next time
Yeah,
Ralavan
like
shows
Green
up.
Goblin Breaking case of Ralavan.
Mhm.
All right, I rolled pretty high. Makes me miss.
Sure you did.
Wink? No, I rolled a nat 20 for real though.
That's pretty high, yeah,
Nah,
nat
did
20.
you?
rolled a nat 23.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I rolled it on my my PC mat. It literally just went like it rolled maybe 2 numbers or something.
So it didn't roll, it more just kind of landed on
Don't worry
20.
about it. So it was
Okay.
Don't worry
nat
about
20,
Don't worry about it.
You're asking the wrong questions, buddy.
Yeah.
34 total.
34 total. Okay. Well, it's a critical success. What do you know? A couple things. The dueling grounds that they specify, you actually realize, hang on, you've been here before. This is where you've trained at the Sanctum Metallica. So you actually know this river as a location, a common location for sparring duels and that sort of thing, right? It is an area known to the monks and to you. The second thing is this being an elvish duel, an elvish honor duel, you are allowed and recommended a second. because this is sometimes an event where you can have like multiple houses or a house with like multiple members taking part. And I'll say you know, with your critical success, wink, wink, Pym and Lycus are off doing their own thing, and Edanor might be up to not much.
Yeah, I got it. I had this plan. So after reading
Edanor's
it, I'm gonna
standing in
be
the corner in heavy armor. Picking
Ready to go.
after reading it, I'll tell Yoma. Follow me. I have to go get Edanor. Do a fight. Maybe you might learn something.
And she hops down and she goes, "Oh, there's going to be a fight? You know, I was wondering, who'd win in a fight? You or Lycus?"
Pull out the sword and then have Flame and Frost show up. Put it back.
All right, you made your point.
All right. Why don't you go get Edanor? I'm gonna be waiting at the dock of the ship. And we're
Why
gonna
don't
head-
you get Edanor? You think I don't have things to do?
Good point.
Get him, Yoma.
Teenagers.
I'm just joking. I'll go get Edanor, but I get to come with you guys to see wherever you're going.
Just stand at a distance, but watch and learn.
All right, deal. Or no, I'm a teenager. All right, bet. And then she runs.
I'm gonna let her cook, and then I walk.
Oh my god.
No cap.
All right, I need to get my
sound like a
spectacles out, my
500-year-old
cheat
elf
sheet
saying
right
that.
What
Luna
are
is-
you even saying?
You wouldn't understand. You're not cool like
I
us.
really wouldn't, and I don't.
My real life kid says bet all the time, and I swear to God, she says it wrong like half the time.
What she said? Beat.
No, like she uses it contextually wrong. Like instead of just saying
Oh.
yes, she says it in a weird way. Weird way that's just like I'm like, hey, did you know that did you learn about a thing? She's like, bet. I'm like, that's not. No. That's not the answer I'm looking for.
Ali,
Whoa,
they have a.
we
they have
something
two
just happened. Oh, Tails are. Hey, Alex, thanks for the subscription.
Oh.
Hey, hey.
I was gonna say
We're
like
having an
Ali-
educational stream where we're learning about slang.
Yeah, they
Yep.
they invented two numbers that literally mean nothing. Like
What?
I don't know if they invented the numbers.
Are you
They're
talking
not
about
invented
6
numbers,
7?
Appropriated.
but- Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't invent those numbers, but nice try.
not
Yeah.
the numbers, but what do you say? Phrase, whatever.
The phrase,
Yeah.
the meaning.
Okay, well,
Get in the comments. Tell
Yoma-
us, tell us everything we don't know about young
Get in the
people's slang.
Edanor,
Yeah.
you are, you've been going through some changes, you know,
Puberty.
Going through menopause.
mechanically, and with this, you know, we talked a bit that Edanor's going to be looking into armor, shields, and the like, right? And it just so happens, Edanor, that here in the Sanctum Metallica, a place dedicated to Korome, the god of protection, you can find some pretty decent gear. You are directed to the quartermaster of the Sanctum. As you enter, you see you enter a room with just suits of armor, you know, all fashion sizes, shields of every type, shield sconces, shield bosses, and
Bucklers.
pretty much bucklers. Yeah, you want a buckle, man? These guys can buckle.
I thought you said butlers. Like, get your
Butlers.
butlers here.
Get your
Use them
butlers.
as a shield.
There's the Alfred 3000.
Oh my god.
But there is a you see one of the suits suddenly kind of springs to life, pushes forward, and pulls up a visor. Underneath is a Kashirishi. Kashirishi are small individuals, but they look sort of like if a dwarf and a rhino were combined into one heritage. So imagine dwarf rhino people, pygmy rhino people. Their horns, though, can be all sorts of different colors. This one happens to be a sort of like bright yellow.
Okay.
All right.
And do I know much about Cash Rishi, just in general?
I don't know.
or-
Let's find out.
a good
Roll of
question.
society.
So tired.
This is where the dice get involved.
I should
it's fine. Cash.
Holy.
Oh wait,
Okay.
did I roll?
Wait.
You
Why'd you roll
rolled
a
a
I rolled
d12
12 in there.
as
12 in
well.
there.
Just
Ignore
just
the
take
D12.
16.
Yeah, yeah, it's a 16 plus 10. So
A 16 plus
26.
10. Okay.
Eddie loves pigs
26,
and rhinos.
26.
Love.
The Kashrishi, you know,
Knows
are
that
a
you're supposed to call them that.
you know that they are a pretty unique heritage in that they are incredibly empathetic. So
Aw.
it's very difficult to lie to them. But they are by nature very peaceful people. Their horns can kind of act like mood rings.
Ooh, interesting. What does yellow mean?
Yellow means curious. As you wander in here, Edanor, you're not from around here, clearly, right? So as you enter, the voice kind of speaks up, and it's a voice that I cannot do, but it's a more like imagine Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
little
imagine it.
guy.
Yeah,
This
little
little
guy
fella.
voice.
This
Yeah,
little fella
yeah.
in heavy
Mhm.
armor.
You can do a
In
little
heavy
fella
armor.
voice. Go on, try it.
Hi. Hello. How can I help you today?
See?
Who are you?
Flawless.
Nice to meet
I have
you.
lots of questions.
I
This
am
is more just-
Edanor Hopebringer.
Hopebringer. You're the new herald. I've heard about
That is
you.
I. Well, I have not been able to meet your acquaintance yet. What may I call you?
My apologies. I'm Greatheart, and does a little bow.
I also bow. Great.
Oh.
Just type
That a
in.
herald would bow to me. Truly, I am honored. You're my lord. What brings you here?
Edanor is
How-
fog.
Edanor, what brings you here? How can I help you? Are you looking for something specific?
Yes, I'm looking for some equipment to help pursue my mission for Korome. I was hoping to find a good sturdy shield and, perhaps some other equipment. What may you have available?
Well, we have every shield that you could possibly want in terms of make or design. I've got a few different customizations that I can offer, sconces, bosses. But as for someone of your stature, give me a moment.
Okay.
Hops back towards a resplendent suit. And you see affixed to a pedestal behind it is a tower shield. A tower shield emblazoned with a griffin on the front. Removes it and carries it over and says, "This one is quite special."
Oh,
And hands it over to you.
I start
This
to
is the
pick.
Edanor, I mean, it's a tower shield, so it is
Right.
big, and you can hold it with one hand still, right? But
Right.
it is mighty.
It's a mighty
and-
shield.
Yes. Greatheart says, "This is the last of the Testudo shields.
Oh, the last
It has
of them.
indeed, it has a special ability, you see. You can use it to create a barrier, right? So I'm just going to explain in layman's terms. Once per day, you can use the shield to create a translucent copy of the shield that is 1 inch thick and 15 feet long, 10 feet high. So you basically can make a barrier, a 15-foot
Ooh.
barrier with it. And then it has all the same stats as your shield, which is 5 hardness, 20 HP, broken threshold 10. And the nice thing about tower shields is that it also can protect the square next to you. So this shield says, while it looks unassuming, this shield can protect not only yourself, but also those behind you.
Okay. Thank you for this honor. I will have to...
Well, it is for sale.
Oh, that's for sale. Really?
He starts to grab it and walk away.
Yeah,
I should just mention it. It is we're not a charity.
Well, is not all this in honor of Korome?
Is this an attempted bargaining? I would say.
I mean, it's just an honest question right now.
Why don't you roll us a religion check to
Sure.
get? You can roll either diplomacy or religion to try to like secure a discount here.
Right. Okay. We'll roll. I mean, they're both pretty cool. Do diplomacy.
Okay. Excuse me.
That is plus 14. I'm going to use my hero point.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, times are difficult, and I know your mission is important. Please understand.
I see.
It's hard.
Well, I do understand that. What would the cost of such an item be?
Looks at the shield. It is the last of these. It would be at least 130 gold.
130, you say? Hmm.
I have cheaper
sure.
options, but
Yes.
just wanted to let you know that this one was available.
Hmm. Ednor's gonna start looking at his coin purse.
What coin purse? Then you put everything into your altar of money goods.
That was, I think, a couple of passes ago. So I did have most of it in there. So I probably have 300 gold sitting in that, but not in this. I've got
Not in this.
not what I have here. So would you be able to take some potential barter?
Depends. What do you have to offer?
Well, I do have, some other potential equipment I'd be willing to part ways with. But it is actually worth more than this shield is, actually. So
What
it'd
do
be... I do have my cape, and I'd hate to see it go. I'm quite partial to it. The Cape of Grand Entrances, but I would actually need compensation for it. It typically goes for close to 600 gold.
The Cape of the Herald.
Yes, I do have another option. It is a trophy of sorts, which I could trade that to you and then acquire a discount off of this shield if you do not have enough gold on hand.
And what is that?
It is this grim trophy. Taken an enemy struck down by the Herald. And it is a sign of the God's will. It will strike fear into the enemies of the Pantheon. That one goes for about 55 gold pieces, if we're counting.
I think since you are on a mission, you are a herald of my deity, and your mission can only be a holy one. I will take your cape, and I will offer you, in addition to this shield, a pair of these, and reaches behind, pulls out a chest, and you see a pair of wristbands similar to those that you've seen the monks here in the temple wear.
Okay. What are these?
These are only given to fully fledged monks or champions of the sanctum. They were once a key weapon that we used to protect this place. They are bands of force. So, the bands of force. These are a level 8 item, decorated with clear gemstones, thick metal bands over an inflexible layer of spread an inflexible layer of force over your body. So it grants you a +1 item bonus to your AC and saving throws. It'll give you add a maximum dex modifier of +5 as armor, and you can affix talismans to them as though they were light armor. They're really good for monks, but you can do some pretty good. You can do some good stuff. They also give you a reaction where if a creature critically misses you, you can shove the creature with the bands, but you have to use the items athletic modifier of 14.
Gotcha.
So
Interesting.
this goes for about 500 gold. With the shield, it would be a deal of 750 for your cape. Giving you a big discount because you're a herald, my man.
Yes, I think it has a lot of sentimental value, but for the greater good of Korome, I will do this. So I will delicately take off my cape, fold it up, and hand it over gingerly.
Okay. The cape is received and handled with the same care as it is laid across a pedestal, and says, Greatheart says, I will cherish it always. You just know this will not be an item that I will ever sell. When I can, I will buy this from the sanctum, and I will keep it, and it'll be passed through my family.
Thank you for that honor. I appreciate it. I feel like this equipment will go a long way towards our mission to recover the anvil.
Does a deep bow, and just as the transaction is complete, the door opens, and in strides Yoma and goes, "Oh, Edanor, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you."
Oh, how are you, Yoma? How may I assist you?
Well, Luna has been challenged to a duel and wants us to help out.
Help out? Is not a duel one-on-one?
I don't know. I'm just doing my job.
All right, I will thank you again for your courteous. I turn back. Thank you again for your courteous conversation and barter. It seems I've been summoned. Until next time. Deliver a bow and follow Yoma out.
May Korome protect you.
And you as well.
Yeah. And then Yoma will start leading you towards where Luna is and goes, "Hey, Edanor. Who would win in a
Yes,
fight? You or Luna?
that is a very good question. I believe there are a lot of factors that could be a part of that. Um, but between you and me, if I get my paws on Luna, that would be very difficult for Luna. But Luna has a lot of magics as well.
Okay. So Luna
Why?
beats Lycus, and you beat Luna. That means you beat Lycus.
Well, it could be one of those rock, paper, scissors arguments. We all have our part to play.
Who does Pym beat?
Well, if you're
Everyone.
being honest, Pym beats everyone.
I think that's the
Can't see
conversation.
what she's looking with those multifaceted eyes.
that's her ultimate defense. Okay. So, Edanor and Luna, the two of you will meet up with. Two of you will meet up. Yoma is also with you, and the three of you start making your way out towards the duel. I'll give you two a moment here if you'd like to chat, check in with each other, discuss your purchases, plan for the duel, whatever it may be, and then we'll hop over to Pym and Lycus.
I am, yeah. Once I get back, I think I might drop off like a little bit of equipment because I'm realizing that I'm quite heavy now
Mm.
with all the equipment that I have. So I'm going to hand off some equipment to potentially be sold down in the market,
Okay.
such as the Grim Trophy worth 55 GP.
Yeah, you just drop a list for me in the chat
Yep.
when you can.
I will do that.
Cool.
All right.
We'll get all that stuff. Clink probably won't handle it. We'll say Dorian will handle that.
Gotcha.
Dorian will use that to figure out some food stuff for the ship. Because Pym and Lycus are going to be shopping for the dungeon crawl. We'll say Dorian is shopping for the ship.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
So as we're walking, I do explaining the situation going for a duel.
Okay.
I just mentioned I brought the little one around because she needs some kind of an example of how to properly fight. I don't think she's been getting it recently,
Oh,
but she's
I
to stay
see.
to the side. She's not to participate. Are you able
Fair
to
enough.
fight in your current form?
I think I'm still getting the feel of my newfound abilities, but with some of this new equipment, like holds up the shield, I have a feeling that I'll be able to at least hold my own.
Oh, good. Protect me a little bit better.
Fair enough. So do we know who we are fighting? Do you have the details of that, or are we just following a letter to a remote location?
Not who specifically, but the monks of this temple. It is a traditional thing that happens. I've had duels with them in the past, and based off the location, the writing in the letter, I can be sure it's the monks of this temple. It's unlikely we're going to get ambushed.
All right.
If we do, you have that large shield.
Fair enough. And it has a eagle on it. Or a griffin. Griffin on it.
Is it an ascendant
Ooh.
griffin?
Hannah.
Is that?
It is. It is.
Better be.
But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say the two of you. Oh, I see a challenge in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, they keep talking shit.
We'll have to resolve that at some point. Okay. Luna, Edanor, we're gonna pick up with you guys in a little bit. Then the two of you are walking down towards the challenge ground. Luna, or sorry, not Luna. Yoma, being a excited kid, eager to prove herself, is like climbing and parkouring her way down. She's just got like energy to burn.
Just bouncing around, doing crazy
bouncing
shit.
around. Yep. Okay. Back in the market, we are gonna find two other members of the Merryfolk crew. And I say market, but really it is a refugee camp more than anything, right? This you see, this is where the Asturian, what you learned now are called the Asturians, the Minotaurs, the tribe. They have moved in to this area. They have now kind of like settled upon this plateau and then some of the surrounding areas in the hills, nearby to the entrance here to the Sancta Metallica. You're walking amongst, tents, which are, you see Minotaurs standing out front, a lot of them dressed in sort of like loose-fitting, flowy kind of clothing, a lot of metallic jewelry, connecting the horns and nostrils and ears, a lot of like heavy piercings. As you guys are walking around, you catch a lot of folks looking at you kind of side-eye, giving you sort of like a, I don't know about you guys. Like, that's definitely the vibe you get as you're making your way through. And as you're making your way through this, little camp, what is your intention?
I think my intention is almost always to be noticed in these locations, just to be paid attention to some degree. I think Lycus is always looking for ways to not so much improve, but just amplify the rep of the Merryfolk.
Okay.
I think, Pym is probably helping with that by just strumming her lute as she walks alongside you, slightly behind, and she's singing the tunes of the Merryfolk.
The ode to the Merryfolk. Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
So like, it's definitely very like. It's definitely like a very like,
here.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, very
Yeah.
positive. Like, hey, how you doing? Walking through the market in a very cheery way.
Pym's goal is to bring
definitely-
smiles to people's faces.
It's definitely a harshly different energy than everyone else around us.
Yeah. Everybody else is very suspicious. There's an air of like, these are pirates. We can't trust these people. But as you guys are kind of strumming and waving and welcoming and doing your best to be noticed, let's get some perception checks. Perception or society?
Let's do this.
Let's roll some dice.
One of you can lead the roll. One of you can aid.
My perception is a 12.
As is mine.
Okay, let's just go.
Society is not better. I'll aid you since
Yeah,
it
my
kind of
side is
seems like that's what I'm doing.
Sounds good. I got a 15 on my roll.
Cool.
Plus 12, that'll be 27. Help me out, my brother.
15 plus 27.
A 9 plus 12 is 21 to aid. 20 to
21
aid.
to aid. Okay, so that's plus 1.
21. No, that's a 21.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking 11 for a second. It's 12, yeah.
Yeah, but still give me a plus 1 to your aid check there, Ollie.
So
what's
28.
your total? 28 is your final total. All right, with a 28, it's an interesting sort of phenomenon. As you look closer at the crowd, you start to realize that
sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
My
Pym just
bad.
really kind of started cranking the music
I
there.
thought that was me for a second. I was like, oh, what?
Lute solo. She's just having a moment on the stage. That is her life.
Yeah. Like as you and your companion are walking around town here, or walking through this space, you notice that while there are a lot of looks at you that are distrustful, there are a few that are curious, that don't seem to share the same hostility. There are a number of Minotaur who kind of sheepishly kind of grin at you, trying not to necessarily like seem as though they're outwardly inviting you to approach, but wouldn't necessarily be hostile if you did.
Perfect. I think with our primary goal of getting ready for a dungeon crawl, he'll start the conversation with like, hello everyone. Obviously we seem to be noticed, but we don't know where we are or what's going on. We're about to go probably get ourselves killed. Any chance you guys know a good vendor that can help us outfit ourselves to maybe not do the last part of that?
A younger Minotaur who is in the process of stretching some leather over a rack looks up and goes, "Oh, like just provisions and whatnot. I think I know where you can go. Here, I'll show you." And starts kind of walking out towards you. But then another Minotaur, probably a father or a parent, a guardian of some sort, an older one, appears in the mouth of the tent and goes, "Timmy, come back here. We don't talk to strangers, Timmy."
Yeah, no, I have teenagers too. They're insufferable. Can't stop doing things they're not supposed to. Am I right?
Just looks at you and doesn't really, just kind of narrows the eyes.
Just last week, they left a bomb out in the middle of the woods. It was, or whatever. It was a good time.
At that mention, the Minotaur steps forward and says, and kind of crosses the arms and goes, "I think you should leave."
Why is that?
"We've been told that you are not welcome amongst our people."
And who told you that?
Minotaur just kind of stares down at you. A Minotaur is an individual naturally taller than you, Lycus. Minotaur is one of the few playable races or playable heritages that is actually just a large creature, right? To give you an idea of scale, Pym, you are just shy of this individual's kneecap.
Yeah.
As they loom before you, a leather worker, you see bulging arms, all right, a very intimidating figure, all right, with some pretty nice looking tattoos, though, I will say. Kind of pulls the arms across and like puffs out the chest and says, "Was decreed by Emperor Ironhide."
You guys still use an emperor now? Now that the world has fallen apart? You still take orders and demands? Seems a bit restrictive, but I understand some things feel safe. We all need safety now.
I think Pym at this might hop up on top of something, maybe some crates or like a barrel or something nearby. And she's gonna try to kind of flip this narrative a little bit. She's gonna get the attention of everyone around her and start kind of preaching a little bit. She's gonna say like,
Oh, okay.
she's gonna say like,
Edanor would be proud.
she's gonna say, "People of the Iron." No, where are we? We're in the Ironwood, right?
You're the
I'll
Sanctum
do a good start.
Metallica, but
People of the Sanctum,
yeah.
gather round. And she'll kind of like
People
do this
gather.
little speech about like, you've been told lies. The Emperor's decree does not impart truth. Let me tell you the real stories of the merry folk. And then she's gonna like dive into a performance and sing about adventures and it's like a little bit of, you know, intentional entertainment, but also distinctly trying to flip the narrative on what everyone has been told about us.
Okay.
Being entertaining and approachable, and just letting people know that we are here for them, not for
Yeah.
the monarchs.
Okay. Pym, give us a performance check.
Okay.
The crowd is gathered, and I think that's easy. People are already very curious. You know, newcomers stick out like a sore thumb, especially newcomers that come in on an airship, right?
Would you
The men. Mhm.
would you allow me to roll music for this since I'm using song?
You could, sure.
It's actually better than my
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
All
Go for
right.
it. Give us some
And I
music. check.
have assurance in music.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, where am I? Here's my roller. Okay, my modifier is 17. I'm a master.
Master with music.
Because assurance means like an auto 27, right?
Well, it's not a
It means
10,
I
right?
can take a 10 instead of
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah, you get. Yeah.
Plus the 17 is what I mean.
Yeah, 26.
plus
But I
17,
got
so
an
I was
11,
like
so it's a 28.
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
28.
17 now?
Yeah. 28
Yes,
is
yeah,
the
you're
final.
28.
Yeah. Yeah, Pim, that's I mean, this is an easy thing for you to get a crowd that is, you know, approaching you and taking interest in what you're doing. What starts to happen though, Pim, is you find yourself being approached by a few Minotaur who are curious about the merry folk, who are asking like, "Wow, did you guys really, you know, talk to a dragon? That was insane. That's crazy. You know, tell us more about this Frog Grove place." Um, but there are still with a 28, not an amazing success. You do have some folks who are kind of hanging back, who are still, you know, the crowd is split,
Okay.
right?
But we got some good attention at least.
You got some good attention. Yeah, there's definitely a few folks who are a few Minotaur who are, you know, checking you guys out and pretty eager to hear more about the stories. But there are a number of them who are looking at you like this is exactly what we were warned against. These are the lies, you know, if that kind of shit. And in the course of this, Pim, do you guys end up asking about, you know, getting equipment and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Because like I
Yeah,
mean, we still have an
Lycus,
objective, right? So
yeah. Lycus asked that question. But yeah, part of the
Yeah.
objective too is to get out here and spread like good
spread the good word.
words about about merry folk.
Do
with our
some PR.
reputations, so- Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, exactly.
Sure.
But yes,
Yeah,
we are
you
looking for
do-
a shop.
Okay, yeah, you find out that there is a something of a shaman who would probably be willing to help you. Seems to, you know, do a lot of work with the monks and that sort of stuff. Has a reputation for always being willing to work with outsiders. In general, has a tent just near the edge of the camp, right? You know, that would probably be a place where you can find things like, yeah, potions, maybe some basic supplies. And then you also learn that they also are the ones who do a lot of the tattooing that you see in town.
Nice. You're gonna have to, by the way, Lycus, you're gonna have to like pull Pym out of this because she is in full on musical performance conversation mode. She's telling these stories with big sweeping hand motions, and she's very in it.
I think he doesn't stop. I don't think Lycus stops her. I think he just kind of picks her up and puts her on his shoulder so she can continue to do that.
Yeah, she just
like a boombox.
without a break keeps talking.
And like as that's happening, like we're like going towards the shaman or whatever, because you know someone like while you were doing that was like, you know, there's a place you guys can, you know, thank you, cool. And I think before like we go, I want to stop for just a half second to like say something to Timmy's dad.
Sure.
And just like, sir, one, lovely to meet you. Sorry about, you know, talking to Timmy. I know that can be a bit unpleasant when a stranger comes up. But everything you've heard about pirates, I'm gonna be honest, it's probably true. But you haven't heard about us. Not really. We're gonna help out around here. If that's, a problem for you guys, don't worry. We won't be around for long. Good luck with Timmy.
Timmy's.
And he's gonna walk off to, the shaman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Timmy's dad just kind of mean mugs you. Minotaur are not very talkative people. Just kind of like staring at you as you're walking away. But Lycus, as you scoop up Pym and hoist Pym onto your shoulder and you make your way towards that designated hut, you do see Timmy, pulls Dad around, and the two of them start getting into some sort of like discussion. It looks like things are getting pretty heated, right? The two clearly disagree. Lycus, you are
Can't get wrong for that.
right. Yeah. Timmy and Timmy's dad clearly disagreeing about the opinion of the merry folk. But Lycus, you are a man that has interacted, and I would say Pym as well. Can I get one more society check from the two of you as you are departing towards the hut? And you will have a crowd coming with you. But there's something about the crowd I think you might notice. One of you can lead it, one of you can aid.
I am not good at society.
I rolled good enough for now.
Okay, let me aid you.
I have a plus 11.
Oh,
Ooh,
16. I only
wanna
have plus
stop?
3
Wanna
though,
stop
so
rolling?
no. So
Okay.
it's a 19 to aid.
Okay.
Uh,
19 to aid.
So that's gonna be 24. Do I get a plus 1 with 19?
I don't believe you do. I think it's 20 or higher.
In that case, I have a
Oh, no, it's
24
DC
to
15.
my.
So DC 15. So yeah, it is a plus 1.
Then a 25.
25. Okay. Lycus, it's not a difficult check, but what you noticed is that there is a very distinct age gap between the Minotaurs that are following you and the ones that are hanging back.
Mhm.
Looks like it's a lot of the older parent figures, and then there's these ones that are like young adolescent, sort of like Timmy's age. And as you look around, you'll notice you don't see a lot of like young adult Minotaurs either. Right?
Like even hanging back at all, like just there's not a lot there.
Yeah. It looks like it's teenagers or their parents and like nothing in between.
Got it. Not a great sign of what they've been through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, though the two of you make your way over towards the hut. Let's see. Let's stick with you guys for a little bit longer. Lycus and Pym. The two of you arrive at the hut. It is, I say a hut, but it is one. It's like a yurt, right? But it's a yurt for a Minotaur, so it's a rather large yurt. Made of this heavy canvas out near the edge of the sanctum, where some ironwood boughs are kind of like overhanging, and it's got a pretty decent view of the Sandsea just peeking between the trees, right? The twilight kind of spilling onto the canvas, kind of speckling it a little bit. The two of you pass the flaps. At this point, the crowd is kind of thinned behind you. Pym, you're somewhat breathless, having interacted with all these Minotaur who seem so interested in the stories of the merry folk. The two of you now arrive, the crowd having thinned a bit. As you enter, you see there are 2 Minotaur that currently reside within. The first is a rather large male Minotaur. Like, I'm talking like a big, girthy Minotaur. Like, imagine a Minotaur that's large for Minotaurs.
Ooh, big boy.
He is in the middle of, looks like cutting up some vegetables, and the knives look absurdly small in his hands. Meanwhile, there is another Minotaur, rather small for a Minotaur, right? If we had to put it in mechanical sizes, almost a medium creature. Slender in figure, right? Looks like has some like dreadlocks to the mane. is in the process of grinding up some herbs and kind of sprinkling them into pouches and whatnot, very carefully measuring them as she looks up and sees the two of you enter. I'm just going to tell you the inspiration for these two characters, that it'll help the description a lot. It's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Izumi Curtis and her husband Sig.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
That's exactly the couple that you guys are walking into here.
You know, as you were talking about it, I was already shipping them in my head, so that's perfect.
Yeah. They
Nice.
are very much, yeah. And you can see as you walk into, there are extensive like leathered scrolls depicting all sorts of different shapes, sizes. Looks like practicings of tattoos. Like how a tattoo artist would have like a book a portfolio that you can look through, right?
Mhm.
Imagine something like that, but in a more rustic Minotaur setting, right? Just kind of displaying different things, or maybe not even really meant for display, but more meant for an artist to kind of hone their craft, right? Everything that you see up here, it looks like it's part of not a gallery, but a workshop. Looks like some potions, herbs and stuff in the corner. There's this tattooing station. And then there's finally, looks like the actual like living quarters, right? A single large nest of blankets, kitchen, and that's where the big guy is. As you enter, the female one turns around and says, "Ah, visitors. You've very well-traveled visitors, I see.
Wow.
Welcome."
This is a lovely establishment.
She's just
You're too
looking
kind,
around.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful work.
Well, don't just stand there in the doorway. Come, get inside, have a look about.
Pym hops off
We're
of
only going to
Lycus's
be open for a little
shoulders.
bit. Mhm.
Oh. Okay, we won't be long.
What do you need? She says as she's kind of wiping up her hands that are kind of smudged with grass stains and whatnot.
Well,
The
potions I'm interested in.
Potions, okay. I have those.
rolls, anything to enhance us. We're looking to chase after the people who stole the anvil. And we might need a bit of help. Anything that can protect us from lava, if you have a scroll or something. If you don't, I understand. But these are kind of our goals.
You're the pirates, then. That makes you the pirates, then. She says as she's kind of
Correct.
like digging through, a chest and pulling aside scrolls and pulling out vials. Says, "Yes, you've caused quite a commotion in town. Our emperor doesn't like you. Doesn't like pirates in general, though. Don't take it personally."
Oh, and he shouldn't. Pirates are nasty creatures. We go about, have our funs, and usually leave things worse for wear. I've been trying to do a little better lately.
Well, that's not true in our recent adventures, I think. We've done some good work around these parts.
I think so too. I'm just recalling the many parties I've had in my youth.
Ah, yes.
Listen, there are some bars that had to close for days.
Pym looks into the distance as if she's a part of these memories.
Good times. And the Emperor, he just doesn't know us very well yet. He'll come around.
I highly
Most
doubt
men
it.
with titles don't are fond of pirates. I doubt much if it will change for him.
Let's just say old Emperor Ironhide has personal reasons. But that's not any problem of yours, I'm sure.
Well,
You said you're looking for things.
yeah, potions and scrolls. And anything that can protect us or would be relevant around fire. What do you got?
Well, it's not something I typically keep in stock. I've got a few recipes for some potions to protect against fire. I suppose if I work overnight, I can probably brew a couple things for you, but for now, I do have some healing potions in stock. A few things to help you see in the dark if going underground. That might be something that would be a problem.
Do we need that?
I'm not actually. I don't.
Details.
Edanor might. You might find that useful.
Where do we find?
Does Edanor have dark vision? Does Luna have dark vision?
Edanor has dark vision now.
Okay.
Luna might find
Everybody's
that
got dark
useful.
vision. No,
I don't know
Luna's
if I
good too.
have
Luna's good.
feats and features. Where would it be?
None of us
Where
give
would
a
I find
fuck
it?
about the dark.
Yeah, we're good. Actually, we're all fine with dark. I think it's just under perception, Anna.
No.
Under
It's what?
level 1.
It's,
Oh,
you'll
right,
see it. So if you look at perception, it's to the immediate right of your like plus whatever, and then
Yeah, it's in the same box as perception.
Oh, I have low light vision.
Then you might like it.
Okay.
So let me look at the dark vision stuff.
And if you have scrolls for healing, that would maybe be preferred over potions, but whatever you got.
My people are not ones to do a lot of writing on scrolls. Flesh,
Understood.
though. We write on flesh all the time.
Should we
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
tattoo?
yeah, yeah. I was thinking the same thing the second we walked in here. Let's not be too eager. So, about your tattoos. Any
You
chance
want
that you... Yes. Oh my god, yes.
had me up, baby.
Fine. I can probably get something done for both of you. But between that and fire protection, it'll be a long night. So it'll cost you.
Understood.
We
what's
have
our budget,
decent
Captain?
funds, but yeah, I've got a little over maybe 100 gold on me.
The ship treasury
I
itself
think-
is 1240. You know,
1240,
trying to
okay.
give you vision.
We're not talking about the ship. We're talking about the ship right now. We're gonna I gotta throw out that.
Tattoos will run you about 50 gold each.
50 gold each. Okay, doable. And potions, healing potions. How much do those run?
I've got a bit of a selection. I've got holy shit, 12 minor healing potions.
Ooh.
Oh,
And those are
Those are 4 gold each.
ooh.
6 blessing healing potions, which are 12 gold each. And wow, she's made a lot of potions apparently. And
We could
yeah,
we could definitely dip into the crew.
three
for that.
greater healing potions that are
3 greater.
400 gold each. But
Ooh.
I'm gonna do. Hang on. So these are just the prices in the book. I'm gonna put a small markup on these. Minors are gonna be 5 gold each. Lessers are gonna be 14 gold, and the greater is gonna be 420 because 420.
And the healing amount on those lesser is
Lesser is 2d8 plus 5.
okay. That's not bad.
Nice.
The greater is 68 plus 20.
Okay.
But for 400, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we need 400 a 400 gold healing
Luna's
potion.
definitely saying no.
But we
I think-
should probably grab some lessers.
Oh yeah. With the money we have on us, we might be a little short for all the potions we want to take. But if you join us on the ship, we can, our quartermaster has the lock and key on the vault. We can get some out of there and pay you for all the work.
That can be arranged. My husband and I, we can come by your ship. We'll bring the potions over as well as my kit, and we can go ahead and do your tattoos in the comfort of your home.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Careful, because if our crew sees us getting tattoos, I bet a lot of them are going to want tattoos.
I can only do 2 tonight.
Dips.
Dibs.
I'm sorry. What is
Thank
your
you,
name?
by the way.
My name is Vimy.
Vimy.
Vimy
Vimy.
Inkhide.
Vimy
And this-
Inkhide.
And this is Masseuse.
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 That's his name, Masseuse. Masseuse Inkhide. Vimy and Masseuse.
Inkhide. All right, cool.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yours too. She'll also mention too, just so we can kind of keep moving through some stuff. She also has where are they? Spell components. Do you guys need spell components
Yeah.
for sale?
Luna would have given us a list.
Okay.
What do we need?
Spell components.
Yeah, and we can just kind of put that in like as a broad like category. Other things in terms of like dungeoneering provisions that I imagine Pym and Lycus will be picking up. Actually, let's roll to see if these two would remember to get dungeon diving provisions.
Like rope
on.
rations, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Give me
We
a.
had. Come on.
There it is.
Yeah,
Lycus?
come on, come look at that. I'm on mission.
Okay.
On task.
So you can get access to things like ropes, lanterns, bedrolls, extra thieves' tools,
Okay.
map and compass.
Let's get thieves' tools, rations.
Okay.
Maybe 2 lesser healing potions. 3, 4.
Thieves'
One for each of us?
How much are they?
A thieves' toolkit's going to cost you 4 gold.
But how much were the lessers again? I forgot.
The lessers were
12,
where did I put 'em?
13,
Did I get rid of
14?
the potions?
I think marked up to 15.
15.
Yeah, I think I marked it up to 15.
And there was like 6 of them.
There's 12. 6 of the lessers.
Let's get 4. Let's just get 1 for each of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody can go ahead.
We can get them all.
Yeah.
You can go ahead. You
Hey,
just
the
go ahead and
quartermaster
add
says
them
we can
to
get 'em
your
all.
cart now.
Quartermaster
Let's
says.
do 'em all.
We
All
we
right,
have 200
6.
gold for potions. So
Luna,
get
take an
Let's do
extra
it.
one, and with how often I die, I should probably take an extra one.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and distribute those amongst your party.
All right.
Plus
Now,
you have
Luna
mage hand
and
that you can
Luna
always-
and Edanor, I trust you guys as you know you're going into a duel here, but you don't actually have that potion on you. Okay, so you don't have access to
Right.
it. I don't
I
mind if you
still
track
have
it.
all the potions that were on my person.
You have all
when
of
I
those
collapsed.
potions.
I-
Yes,
I
but
don't
this
have any of the
one
new ones.
potion you don't
Which one?
have.
I've got all sorts of other potions on me.
Yeah.
And then the 2 tattoos on the ledger.
The 2 tattoos, 50 each.
Mm-hmm.
And then you mentioned something about fire protection, or is that what you would need to craft overnight?
Yes,
How much will that run us?
that's a great question. Mhm. Let's say, let me look into that. I gotta go find items and see. I didn't think about fire protection. Is there
resist energy. I think it is, David.
resist
because-
energy? That's the one.
Is the spell? Yeah, that you. It's scrolls, right?
I was gonna do
Potions.
potions.
Potion. Oh, this is a potion.
There
probably
is a
something-
scroll keeper that we can
Potion
see
of resistance.
elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on.
We can go see the
there's
scroll
potions of
person
resistance
next.
here too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I can make you 2 potions of resistance.
Okay.
Actually, hang on, let me see. Okay. I can make you 3 potions of lesser resistance, which will give you a resistance 5 to the appropriate energy type. So
Okay.
this would be fire in this case. So 3 potions of fire resistance.
Okay. I'm just tallying up the cost. So what is the cost of those?
That will be, let's say, 45 apiece.
Ooh.
45 times 3. What's that? Hey, Jack.
135.
135.
We're just doing math.
Yeah.
What up, Jack? We're shopping.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So
Yes.
3 of those, and then the 2 tattoos.
And the 2 tattoos. So that's 100
I think
gold.
that's pretty good. Unless, do you have anything special that you can show us?
No.
Okay.
Then
Good
we.
try.
You always gotta ask. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
We are up to 100, 235 plus 6 times 15 is 90.
Hannah's redeeming herself for the last session's gold fiasco.
Hey, those tattoos are coming out of
225.
your pocket.
225 is what I got.
Okay. 225 works for us. So, if you guys are good to do the exchange, we'll say you make the transfer.
Pull out your card.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
Good deal.
we'll have perfect. So then we're gonna have Pym and Lycus. 2 of you will have arranged with Vimy to meet back at the Oka's Will. She says, if
Okay.
you have any business basically to wrap up in town, do it, because I want to get started sooner. It's going to be a long night. I've got potions to make and tattoos to do. So
Okay.
I want to get
We're
started
gonna-
as soon as possible.
We're going to head to the scroll keeper.
Okay. You make your way over to the scroll keeper. Now, this is actually in the sanctum, right?
Okay.
As you try to find out where the scroll keeper is, we'll say you run into our buddy Wrath, the hobgoblin chef. He's close to the entrance, and as the 2 of you enter, he approaches and he says, so, what brings the 2 of you back to the sanctum? Figured you'd be preparing for your dungeon.
That's what we're doing. We're looking for any tools that might keep us slightly more alive than if we just run in there, guns blazing.
Looking for tools. Well, I don't know what tools you think you're going to find in here, but I might have some information that could be useful for you.
What sort of information?
The kind that you, and he kind of looks around. You don't realize its value until you have it. He whispers.
That's very cryptic.
He pulls up to you like as he goes, and whispers in your ear, information about your enemy.
Well, since you seem concerned to share, any chance you would be willing to stop by the ship and have a more open conversation? We're going to have a bit of a long night, getting ready for the fight ourselves.
Maybe. I do have to get cooking for tomorrow. I have lots of meals to prep. But he says, do you have ale on that ship of yours?
Oh,
We have
ale
something
and
better.
most beautiful delicacy. Have you heard of frog wine?
You have wine.
Indeed.
Wine.
Perhaps for a glass or two, I can afford to swing by.
Excellent.
Oh, I think you're gonna love it. Knowing
I'll be
glance
by
at Pym.
He says, "And what are you? And but honestly, is there someone specific you're looking for here in the sanctum? I can help you find them."
We're looking for the a scroll keeper.
Ah. Unfortunately, our scroll keeper has departed recently. A high elf named Monsanto. Apparently, something about a duel.
Ah.
But rest assured, should I see him, I'll let him know that you're looking for him.
Sure. Okay. Where is his shop?
It's in the library, which is off limits at the moment after the cave-in and whatnot. But if there's anything specific you're looking for, Monsanto will be able to retrieve it for you. Monsanto.
Yeah.
You got a big
Monsanto, the scroll
seed
keeper.
company.
I don't trust him.
Corporate.
Monsanto's a very passionate individual, and
There's
as I said,
pesticides in the scrolls.
he's very, very enthusiastic when he left about this dual business.
Huh. Okay.
I wonder who's dueling.
And with that, we will transition. Just before we go to break here, Edanor and Luna and Yoma, the two of you arrive at the dueling grounds. It is a canal, now dried up. This place where the monks would train, Luna, you remember being very picturesque, right? It was very, there was a meandering river nearby, and the ironwood needles would kind of just like drift off the trees. It was very, very pretty, but now it's been through the apocalypse. Trees have been overturned, the river is dry, and you see, and there's sort of a putrid smell to the place. Also, because of where it's positioned, it is quite dark. Because of where the twilight kind of hits, you're very much in shadow of the mountain now. And as you walk along the riverbed, there you see several large river boulders kind of lining the bed. And you see monks meditating on them. One monk, an elven individual with a tall white mohawk, shaved on the sides and sort of like a mullet rat tail at the end, turns towards you and arches an eyebrow and goes, "So you've appeared, my rival." And that right there is where we're going to call our break
Oh my God.
for this session.
Why does everybody hate you, man?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone-
Surprise rival.
Everyone needs a fan.
I'm sorry, mullet with a rat tail just really got me.
I know.
This like
Joe
tall,
Dagger,
lean elf with like shaved sides. We got tall white mullet and then a long braided rat tail.
Beautiful.
Should have had like little stubble.
I'm gonna get the
there's
drawing
like a
down
little,
right
there's
now.
like a little soul patch right here.
Kill
Oh
him.
my God.
Come on, Luna, kill
All
him.
right, cool.
With a notch in the eyebrow.
If we lose to this guy, I think we have to write new characters.
You're right. GG's go next.
All
We'll
right.
never be able.
Well-
yeah, we're just done.
Let's see how
Oh
that
my
fight
God.
turns out when we come back from break for the second half of session 64 here on Stealthy Productions. Good time to go stretch your legs, let your dogs out, get a drink of water. Hannah gets mad if I don't say that. We'll see you later.
Shh.
We're back.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh my
Welcome back.
God.
Do they hear that?
Yeah.
Is everyone
Yeah. Yeah, they sure do.
Welcome back to Heroes of Hysteria Sandsea Saga, session 64. Oh man, it almost feels like a tongue twister, but it's not quite there.
It's a lot of S's.
It is a lot of S's. All right, we are back for the second half of this session.
Sandsea
And
Saga.
I know. We're going to be hopping right back into it where we left off. Luna and Edanor, the two of you, accompanied by Yoma, are walking along this dried riverbed and sitting in a meditative state, his back to you. You found that monk who now turns to reveal himself as he turns to Luna and says, "You've come, my fated rival." And he turns and straightens up and kind of stands, and as he flicks his cloak, the wind happens to pick up as well. Edanor, if you still had your cloak of entrances, you'd have to respect the game.
A cloak,
As-
yeah, right. Cloak battle.
You know, yeah. As it kind of wafts in the wind, and he points at you, Luna, and says, "I've dreamt of this day for many years, and now it's finally here."
I'm leaning over to Edanor.
Who are you?
I have no idea who this man is, but as herald, I hope you will take good notice of these chivalrous deeds I'm about to perform. Well, if it isn't Jimmy, it's been a while.
My name's not Jimmy.
Nice move. Get
What
in
is
his
it,
head.
May with like an extra apostrophe in there?
Timmy?
How dare? Have you made a rival of Timmy as well? That poor adolescent minotaur.
Proclaim your name, rival. I have many.
Flares the cloak again for a second time. It's Monsanto.
God. So
And
stupid.
I've waited 10 years for this day.
Whoa.
Ever since our last duel ended in a draw.
I too have been waiting 10 years for this day, for that duel which I think I won. But sure, we'll say it was a draw.
Lies!
Just ask
And
Dee
here-
the judge.
You would even go so far as to bring a child as your second, and points at Yoma.
Brought them along so they
He is
learn
not
how to
looking
kick ass happens.
Wait, Eddie, what did you say?
He just looks completely past the giant, like heavily armored.
Yeah. Can't be
Yeah,
that one.
actually,
Definitely the child.
The finger like drifts onto you for a moment and then like snaps to Yoma.
And it was
I
like,
see you have a good eye for danger. But don't worry, I'll make sure she doesn't participate. She's just here to learn.
Does she have the
So you're
spear?
Yoma? Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say Yoma has a spear.
Because that is
Then-
dangerous as hell.
Then Monsanto says, "So, in that case, the Herald himself must be your second. I bow to you, Lord Edanor."
I just nod. Thank you for the respect. News travels fast.
It's a small temple, and I consider it a great honor to duel with you. Oh, I can't look at Ollie. I can't look at Ollie like slowly unravel. Understand, though, that if we are to duel someone quite as esteemed as yourself, then I think it would only be fair if I were to have a third. And the two monks both kind of nod along.
I
Or
look
do you say?
to Edanor for reaction on the fairness of this.
Edanor just kind of shrugs.
Harold don't know what's up.
I see we're in agreement then.
Sure, choose a third, but know this. If I win, it will be conclusive that I was the better all along. And there'll be no takes backs.
No, I have a better arrangement. I've heard that you are undertaking a journey to apprehend the trespassers, the ones who attacked our sanctum.
This is true.
If I win, I take your place. I gotta pull my finger.
Or you could just join.
But if
I
you
win.
win,
Yeah.
if you win, I'll give you a secret. Something that only the Senku himself has. A theory that only the Senku I've shared with only the Senku himself. God, that was a hard sentence.
Done.
Very well. Our challenge begins.
Oh my
And he
God.
like drops into a stance and let's roll some initiative.
Sword.
Lord.
It's a secret. I have to go for it. I
Lore?
need this.
Lore.
Don't mind if I lore. All right, here's the map.
Mm.
I'm gonna put Sioma here. Can I get Luna over here and Edanor over here?
Okay. She said Edanor there.
Yeah. Do you still have your aura?
I do.
Oh.
And it is probably more useful now. Well, I mean, it's just useful in different ways. Yeah.
I should pull up the chart.
His champions have
Open
one.
it up. I do. Oh, do I just drag it, right? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you just drag it on. Let me just do.
Oh, we gotta update Yoma to her more confident.
Yeah, we gotta update the art a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a
Yeah.
She's still
updated
in her
art?
emo art.
Just from
that's
the
sick.
the group shot.
Roll 20. You see the line now as you're moving the character.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Edanor, what'd you get?
Nifty.
I got a 17
Nice. Two.
total.
what'd you get?
total.
I got 20.
Okay. All right. Monsanto starts. So Monsanto is going to spend one action to go into our magnetic drift stance. It is a monk stance. So Monsanto kind of does like these sort of flourishing motions, like very Tai Chi-esque, right? Kind of drops down into a stance. And as they do so, you can see that they become very light on the feet. So that's one action. Second action is going to be Luna, you're standing back there.
Yeah.
Second action
Is Yoma
going
literally
to be-
right there? I thought we told Yoma had to be off to the side.
Yeah, Yoma was making her way over there, but then the duel started. She was standing here listening. Monsanto is going to. Can I do this? Yeah. Okay. Monsanto is going to leap over you, Edanor, and Luna. Let's see something here. I roll dice for this. Okay. Yeah. Monsanto in like a very sort of graceful crouching tiger, hidden dragon kind of leap floats more than anything over you, Edanor, to directly behind Luna. Lands very lightly, not almost like drifts onto the floor. And then we're going to take our last action to Flurry of Blows.
That's within my that's still technically touching my aura, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you have reaction.
I do.
Okay.
So I guess that it has to hit first, though.
Okay.
So let's see how the roll goes.
You're rolling. So you're taking your reaction and you're rolling to hit me, or I have
well,
to
no,
roll
they
against
have
Luna
to-
first.
Yeah, it depends if they hit to cause damage.
Got it. Okay.
That's the trigger.
That's the trigger. Is Luna taking damage? Let's see if we do damage to Luna. I don't think we do. That's going to be a 4. Let's see. 22 to hit you, Luna.
That misses. AC is 24.
Okay. That was the first attack on the flurry of blows. Second attack. The same. So that's a miss. All right. That's going to be the
Man,
whole
that was
turn.
going to be a cool thing to use.
Yeah. Well, Luna, you fought Sanctum monks before, right? As Monsanto drifts through the air, right? Your old training kind of kicks in. All of a sudden, your body just moves naturally in response as Monsanto strikes. 2 strikes as they are drifting through the air to the end line behind you. Okay. That's that full company. Luna, you are up with Edanor on deck.
All right, I'm gonna go. So I'm assuming our weapons are drawn, or should I draw it?
You'll have to draw your weapon.
Draw a weapon. Okay. All right. First action will be to draw a weapon.
Okay.
Second act. The next, I'm gonna go straight for the first. I'm gonna try a spell strike here.
Okay.
Just gonna go for gouging claw. Spell strike. Wait. No, I take that back. Shit.
I think
I'll do first weapon draw. I'll do a shield, and then I'm gonna go in arcane cascade stance.
Okay. I see you too have a stance.
And
God.
and she's gonna ham it up, crouching tiger, hidden dragon style. We're like leaning on one hand, like hanging down.
Yeah. Nice.
And you just see like a little force field emitting from all over her body.
A wise
So is the
choice.
dramaticness just a elf thing?
Yep. The wind is just like whistling through the canal, right? Yoma's kind of standing there exactly with that kind of attitude. All right. Edanor, you are up though. The 2 elves are dramatically standing off against each other.
I am going.
And I will
I'm
say you
going
can see
to-
the other monks
Is my
looking
shield
like they're about to move
already
in.
up? Is
No,
is
you
my
have to-
shield
you-
already?
You'll
I'd
have to draw
pull the
your
shield out and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will. Do I have to use an action for both, or I do have a? Is it an individual action for pulling out a shield and like a sword?
I believe it would be both, but I'm just gonna say let's just do one action to just kind of go like into combat
'cause I-
mode.
I do have something where I can do a quick switch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Just one action
Okay.
and you can get everything out.
Yep, and then I will do raise shield
Okay.
and stride, which does trigger my defensive advance.
Ooh.
So when you raise shield and stride, if you end your movement within melee reach of at least one enemy, you can make a melee strike. So I don't know if you can make a melee strike or if it just is allowing me to do it. So I'm kind of like double checking that.
It would allow you to do it. It doesn't
Okay.
like automatically do it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so then I think that would be the end of my, because there's not a whole lot else I can do then, because if I thought that was going to allow me to strike.
What's the ability called?
Yeah.
feat?
It's called defensive advance. You
Oh,
raise
okay.
your shield and stride. If you end the movement within melee reach of at least one enemy, you can make a melee strike against that enemy. You can use defense. I just don't know why it would be useful otherwise.
Because it would allow you to, like, it
It's
allows
still
you
the same
to-
action economy.
yeah, it allows you to raise your shield and stride, right? As one sort of.
Oh, so it's one action then? So I would have.
Well, it's a 2-action ability, so it's a flourish. You
Right.
can make a melee strike against.
Yeah. So defensive advance.
I am pretty sure it takes another action.
So that's still just 2 actions. I mean, I don't know what does that.
Yeah.
To be honest, if that's not the case,
Yeah. I don't know.
they require too much. You can use
Someone can
only
look it up.
one action with the flourish trait per round. So I'm trying to take a look just to understand, but we'll just have to clarify that in the future.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not stressed. Like, one action's not going to break the game. If you want to go ahead and just take it.
I mean, I will just use the shield bash portion of it then, just as a fun thing, just something different.
Yeah. Go ahead and shield bash.
Okay.
Ooh.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. 24 just misses.
Gotcha. Okay. So as I'm
Yes.
raising up my shield and charging forward, I just barely miss him. Like, it just grazes past, as he's like turning slightly.
Yeah.
As the shield boss goes by his face.
Nice. And Edanor, like, immediately after that, there is you start to see almost like simultaneously as that's happening, this monk is going to use one action to magnetic drift, one action to jump in and land behind you and go for the flank and attack you.
Okay.
So we're going to do a flurry of blows. Okay, let's see. That is a 24 to hit you.
Nope.
Or what, you're off guard, so your AC is lowered by 2, just keep in mind.
I still have 29.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss. And then the next one
That's
is
with
even worse.
That's with the -2.
Yeah, the next one is even worse. That is a 17 to hit you.
All right, yeah. It does not.
Yep. Okay, so that's the full company of actions there. Goes into stance, drifts forward, like does a similar leap to Monsanto. Again, these guys seem to be, similarly trained. Lands and tries to do the flurry of blows, but both strikes just bounce off of you. How do you defend it?
I'm like facing Monsanto right now, not even looking.
Yeah.
And as the strikes come, I just kind of look behind at the monk, and as the monk is like going to punch, it just kind of like glances off the back armor of it as I just shifted slightly, and it's just baffling as I'm just kind of like shrug, go back to focusing.
Smooth.
Just doesn't even care. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. This monk is gonna go ahead. We're gonna do one action, do the thing. Second action will be move. Third action. I think they're looking to fight Edanor. These guys are looking to fight Edanor. Monsanto's going after. So.
Luna.
Yeah, so we're gonna have these two just kind of swarm in on Edanor, and Monsanto focusing on Ying. So that's all 3 actions, and then Yoma is going to just kind of dip off and lean up over here by this rock and stay out of the way. Okay. All right. That'll bring us to the top of the order. We're going to hop away from you guys for a little bit. We're going to go check in on the others, okay? While you guys kind of strategize.
All right.
Back on the Oka's will. Lycus, Pym, the two of you are in the stateroom. You have just been told by Sarah and Clink that Edanor and Luna stepped away, apparently, and Yoma went with them. It's not long afterwards, Vimy arrives with the potions and an artisan's toolkit, everything that one might need to, undergo some tattooing. And she enters. Well, Captain, this is quite a nice boat. I've never seen one like it.
You probably won't again. The Oka, she's quite unique. You can say hi if you'd like.
That's I understand pirates have their superstitions, but talking to boats is not something I think I will indulge.
I don't think Oka will be offended. It's okay. But no, thank you for helping us. I know the reputation of pirates seems to be pretty negative amongst the Minotaurs, and your willingness to help us is greatly appreciated.
Well, the world is a pretty dangerous place right now. I think we shouldn't be holding on to old grudges.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and besides, your crew seems to be pretty popular amongst amongst our empire.
Yes, not every pirate, goes out to pillage. But we've been trying to help out as much as we can lately. We don't need to add to the conflicts at the moment.
Tim's gonna come in with a couple of glasses of with a couple glasses of frog wine for everyone.
Here's that exceptional wine we mentioned.
Yes, please drink up.
Oh, that's for Wrath, the hobgoblin.
Oh,
We'll say you guys are pretty much like setting up in the stateroom and everything, right? Drinks are being handed out.
Yeah.
And yeah, if there's anything more you want to say to Vimy, totally. Otherwise, yeah, Wrath will show up whenever you guys want.
I was just gonna say to Vimy that I was actually pretty excited. I knew a good centaur when I was younger. Rimyar, he was a captain alongside me.
Minotaur?
Yeah, he meant Minotaur.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a good man. He told me a lot of stories about his people, and it's been interesting to see the pride that you all take in, especially your crafts.
I'm sorry. You know Rimir?
Yes. We were part of the same armada when I was younger. My first foray as a captain. Not my best, but I tried.
Well, you should know then. Emperor Ironhide is Rimir's father.
Oh.
And
Mm-hmm.
The Emperor did not take kindly to his only son leaving to become a pirate instead of, well, assuming the mantle of Emperor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ramir told me a lot of stories about his uptight father. I did not realize he was, I guess, a prince of sorts.
Well, now you can put a face to the name.
Oh, and I will next time I see him. He should know that his son, despite not going towards the path of Emperor, is an exceptional captain.
You should tell him that. The Emperor, I mean. I know he comes across as gruff, but he still does love his son. He was a good father.
Oh, well. All right. So, you see that? I want that, but big as hell on my back.
Okay, I can do that. And what about you?
Same thing,
Looks
but
good.
smaller.
Okay. Well,
Pym wants hers right
that shouldn't be...
here.
Classic.
Well, how about we'll start with you then, Captain, and that way I'll have a lot of practice.
Best of luck is not exactly the best canvas.
Do you mind if we clear some of the stuff off of this table then?
Of course.
No, this is mostly Luna's crap. You know, maps and charts and
Yeah, exactly.
records.
Exactly.
Pym crawls up on the table and literally just wipes everything off and pushes
Oh.
it off the other side.
There's just a crashing of inkwells and quills and paper
I'll
just
close
kind of
the ink
all on the floor.
bottles. Close the ink bottles first. I don't
We're
want
not
to really.
savages.
I don't want to really destroy anything. It's just funny.
Okay.
So let me ask you something.
hmm.
I've heard legends of tattoos that can impart special abilities on the recipient. Is this that kind of tattoo?
She's pulling out her material and kind of like wiping down Lycus's back. Lycus is kind of cold, right? But she looks up at you, Pym, with a bit of a smile and says, well, let's just say, little one, that my tattoos are exactly the kind that you've heard stories of.
Wow. So are we going to be able to like fly or go invisible or anything cool like that?
Maybe one day, but not today.
Very
This
big.
one, this one is a thank you more than anything else. To do stuff, to make spells like the kind that would help you fly requires a good deal more time than I've got,
Mhm.
and more material, and more gold than you gave me. So today, you will get things that will keep you guys safe.
Well, we can always use
I mean,
that.
that sounds pretty fantastic. The number of times I've nearly died this last 2 weeks is, I think, double digits. So,
While she begins, Lycus, you start to get, the pricks. I'm quite sure this is not Lycus's first tattoo.
none that you can see. He's got a couple in the shorts zone.
Yeah. There's
But
also a burn down there. Her brand.
yeah,
Oh my god.
that's unexpected. That one was unexpected.
Yeah.
But no, he's definitely got a Zadek and Rami tattoo. His
Yeah.
like butt cheek or something.
Yeah. It's not long, once you guys get started, where Wrath is led in by Sarah and says, hey, Lycus, this old guy's here to see you. I mean, I'm sorry. He says, it's all right. I am old. Hello,
Oh,
Captain.
everybody looks old when you're
This-
that young.
Is this a bad time? You look occupied. His Lycus is shirtless, sprawled out on the table, right? Pym probably just playing some instruments in the
Oh, yeah.
corner. A big Minotaur sleeping in the corner, while another Minotaur is just pricking away at your skin.
No, this is a perfect time. We already have some wine out for you.
Ah. What kind did you say this was a rather exotic vintage? What is it? As he holds the glass up to inspect.
Well, it doesn't translate well. It's from the Frog Grove. We've just been calling it frog wine. But it's delightful.
Well, allow me to just wet my whistle, and I will answer any questions you might have about Rakaron Shred.
For the reference to the world, frog wine tastes like a harsh red wine, like a strong, like it makes your mouth drier when you drink it, that sort of thing. And it does have some like good notes to it. It does feel, earthy in a like nutty kind of way, not in like a gross kind of way. But it definitely has like an aftertaste that you're like, I want to sip it again right now to get rid of the aftertaste.
Get rid of the aftertaste. Yeah. Nice description.
So
Take
so
a hero point.
hits you good and then goes.
I like the frog wine description.
Thank you.
Okay. As Wrath settles down to regale you all with the tale of Rakaron Shred, let's hop back over to round 2 of our fated duel between the monks of the Sanctum Metallica and, well, half of the merry folk. Okay. Monsanto is up. So Monsanto is going to spend... We move here. We can get the flank on Luna. Yeah. Monsanto is going to spend 1 action to move into position here to get the flank with Luna, or to get the flank with... Oh, sorry. That's right, I'm a monk. To get here. I just have to step. So I can get the flank. And I'm going to roll Flurry of Blows.
Beat him up. Show him what a monk can do. Yeah, I'm all on Monsanto's side, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Representation.
Monsanto. All right.
No,
We're
really?
prepared for Monsanto.
Not a sponsor. Not
Ooh,
a sponsor.
Very much not a sponsor. 21 and hang on. Yeah, 27. 21 and a 27 on my Flurry of Blows.
The 21 misses, the 27 hits.
Okay. Keep in mind your AC is -2, right?
Yeah, because with the shield, I'm at like 23 with the -2.
Okay. Cool. So 1 attack will go through. We are going to this dice. That's going to be 16 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay, before that like fully hits, I'm going to trigger Glimpse of Redemption.
Ooh.
So as the second strike is about to come in, it's almost like time slows, and you hear Edanor's voice of, "Would you truly strike a warrior dedicated to a holy journey?" And just like there's like a scale of like, would you choose to repent, or will you refuse Korome's call? And there's an option. They can repent and the ally is unharmed by the triggering damage, or they can refuse. The ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level. So 8, so that's 10 damage you have resistance on. And after the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled 2 until the end of its next turn.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's good.
What was the first option again?
Refuse is damaged. Either you do damage or you take it.
Oh. Monsanto's
Redemption champions are great.
I think Monsanto would take it. Yeah,
All right.
Edanor, as you call out, yeah. It's dedicated, Monsanto's dedicated to, he's dedicated to his church, to Korome.
So he's going to refuse, and he's going to hit?
Well, no, he's going to repent. He's going to take the damage.
Or
you said
Did
that
he
was
take damage or reduce it?
Damage. so he doesn't take the damage. He just doesn't
Okay.
give the damage, even though he
Okay,
hits. It essentially cancels out the attack.
Then yeah, he won't. Yeah, then he won't do the damage. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll,
Yeah, because
whatever's
if you
whatever's the
refuse-
repent version.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to
So
repent.
the refusal, just for clarification, since this is the first time we're using this,
Yeah.
the refuse essentially it would have the damage
Yeah.
for up to 10 damage, and then they would be enfeebled 2 per round.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really fun.
He's going. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. As your voice rings out, Edanor, Monsanto sees, has a moment where, being challenged by the god that he's dedicated himself to, he bows his head and says, "Very well, my lord," and bounces back. I'm going to use my last action to move. Luna, what's your movement speed?
35.
I'm gonna back 25 feet here. Actually, I can move back. I'll move back 30 feet. And we'll start backing up and say,
Wants to get away
very
from me.
well. Yeah. If you'll hide behind the protection of a herald, or will you fight me fair and square, Luna? And starts ninja dashing down the riverbed. Okay. That's Monsanto. Luna, you're up. What do you do?
I'm just trying to look up. Okay.
The question
That
is
you-
do we just turn around, beat the shit out of these other monks, and then go?
Oh. What would Luna
man.
do, though? Luna, you're being challenged by your rival. What would you do?
try and win this duel. I'm just making sure, rechecking long jump and some feats here. I did not expect him to run because I have this.
To kite?
I think I can.
So I pulled out my gun.
Hey, remember, Yoma's watching. Yoma is learning. What lessons are you
Win
going
it
to
all.
teach young Yoma?
Win.
Okay,
I
so
just have
long-
to give them a chance at mercy. That's all.
Yeah, that's real
That's a
annoying.
shame.
Duel.
That's real annoying.
I think because I could do the long jump in one action, but I think the way it works, I have to roll a DC 15 athletics check. Actually, no, I don't think it's relevant for this case. All right, I'll have to go for it. I think I'll just because I have the movement speed. I don't think I need to do what I was thinking in my head.
All right, go take out that corporate shill.
I'm going for it. I'm gonna spend an action to move. That is so cool. I love that they
Don't
add
lose to Joe Dirt.
that 30 feet.
That'd be embarrassing.
Charging in and going for a spell strike
Okay.
to see what I can do here. I'm just gonna. Yeah, you can say something.
I'm gonna use a reaction. I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Okay. There we go. 20 roll. That is 32.
That
Yeah.
is a critical success. You are just fine. Monsanto, as you're running in, tried to use some metallics. So you use those gemstones fitted on the bracers to kind of drift in the sky, catch a little bit of light, and point it at your eyes to dazzle you. But Luna, you avoid it. You're fine. The reflective defense does not work, and you are not dazzled. So, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go for a gouging claw. I don't want to use any. Just out of game. I don't want to use any like super deadly spells on this person to like potentially annihilate
Kill
them.
Yeah, is this like the goal is non-lethal here, right? Like,
You tell me, guys.
that's my
Are you gonna
thought.
kill 3
I'm just
monks?
assuming.
No.
I don't really want to kill monks. So.
What? I have heal as a spell just in case, but I don't think this one thing will
I have battle medicine.
finish
Let's see.
anyways. I'm going for a spell strike gouging claw.
All right.
Rolling the d20.
No.
I had a feeling the first one would be bad. That's why I'm gonna use a hero point.
Much
There
better.
you go. Much better.
That's 16. That would be a 34.
34?
Yeah.
Okay. 34 will certainly hit. Not quite crit, though.
Okay.
Fine.
It's a good roll, though.
And
Blade
plus.
whistles overhead.
So we're looking. So 86 plus. It'll be 86 plus 10. Because I got the arcane thing.
Whoa.
What?
What?
Yeah, my weapon is 3, and then gouging claw is 5d6. So
That's
I'm not
pretty good.
doing different damage types because I don't think it makes a difference here.
No, it's not going to make a difference here.
All right. I guess I don't need to hit anybody at any point ever.
If you keep Luna from getting hit, then yeah.
That's the goal,
Ooh,
right?
a lot of
If she
ones.
stays next to
A
me,
couple sixes. 1, 2.
Yeah, 3 1s. So 37 overall.
37 overall. Okay. Oof. That is a nasty blow. Paint us a picture here, Luna, as Monsanto kind of like runs down. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's charging in, hand on his sword on his side, waiting to doing a strike. He goes to try and do his own move. She stops instantly, so the attack like stops here, basically. And then she goes for the strike, and as she hits, it's like she's going for a diagonal strike from like left to upper right, and then the spirit damage goes from lower right to upper left. So what he sees is kind
Ooh.
of like a cross.
Nice. Very
then-
cool.
After she hits, oh good, I can do this. After she hits, she's going to, just for flavor, she's going to jump or take a step on his knee and then jump back using Distant Water Bird's hoist as a reaction.
Nice.
So she can go back. You leap, high jump, or long jump. I'll go back like, doesn't matter, 25 feet.
Yeah. Kind of like land back there. Nice. Ooh, that's really good.
And then back into pose form.
Nice. Yeah. The slash lands. Monsanto kind of spins. And like picks himself up off of the sand and like looks at the blood. He says, "You've gotten stronger, but so have I." And Edanor, you're up.
all right. Did you run back? Did Luna run back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luna's back in your
I'm
aura.
here.
Okay, just
I
wanted to
moved
make
it
sure.
back enough.
Wait, just to also clarify, for that specific, because I don't know if this will change Luna's spacing, but for that the glimpse of redemption, both characters have to be within reaction spacing of my aura. So, just so that
So
is
the
noted.
attacker needs to be in
So the
aura as
attacker
well.
also needs to be within range of the aura. So
That's good to know. So I can
Um,
fight on the edge of the range.
you can, yes.
Nice.
Just being in all fairness. So I'm going to shield. I'm gonna shield bash the person in front of me.
Yeah, these two
Someone in
monks.
front of me.
These two monks kind of squaring off, trying to fight Edanor.
Yes. So we'll go after the first guy in front of me. So that's a 34.
That's gonna crit.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Now. Oh. All right. Because
That's
I
better
with
than these guys.
with the
He's so tanky right now, David.
Is that so? That just doubles it. So times 2. So
Yeah.
the rolls here, because it is, I get d8s because of the favored weapon by my deity, and that's a +6. Not great.
But doubled.
Yeah, but doubled, so that's 18. And then I don't think there's any critical specialization on a shield.
I don't believe so.
Yeah. But with that, I do have another action where I can also do a trip at the same. I can attempt a trip at the same time for
Okay.
slam down. So it's kind of like
Oh,
paired in with it.
I've been waiting to do it out with Fenrir so long.
So
It's cool. Yeah.
and then a 27 for slam down
That'll
or
hit.
the trip. Okay. So
That
then the yeah, I guess that does. So now they are. Is it a regular
a regular, yeah.
success? Okay.
Regular
So
success.
they are now prone.
Okay. This monk is prone. Woof.
And I will also raise my shield.
Damn. Wait, raise the shield is an action too, though, right?
Yes.
Slam down is
that's-
2? Or slam down.
I think
Or you get a free slam down because of the thing.
believe that is how, because it's with the make an attack.
Got it.
I don't know. Do you know? Could you clarify?
Yeah, you did
I'm
slam down.
reading it right.
That was like your first, because it's 2 actions. It just combines a
The attack.
attack and a trip, so you don't get the thing.
Multiple attack penalty. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
essentially just a condensing of actions.
Yep. Got it. Okay.
Which is
So-
what I'm understanding is the condensing of actions for the other part. But I'll have to figure out how that works for defensive advance later. And yeah, just raise shield and then that's it. That's my turn.
Nice. Okay. All right. Let's start with the monk who just got his.
I
shit
get my
rocked.
reaction back.
You get your reaction back. This monk is going to. I'm gonna step and stand with 2 actions, but it's gonna basically be like a roll and kip up into this spot to get the flank, and then I'm gonna use the last action to bloody a blows.
Okay.
Oh, it's like it's about you're like
Okay.
Iron. I'm picturing Iron Man right now again. Shit.
Yeah,
beat out of
right.
him.
This is going to be 33 to hit you. Keep in mind your AC is
Okay.
-2 because of flank.
It is -2. Yeah, because that would be 32, and then I'm just double checking if I'm going to use shield block or not.
You good? I will say this is a very high roll for this guy.
Yeah, I mean that does sound like a pretty high roll. I am also reading
The
this
first one missed.
block.
The first one whiffed entirely. If that helps. If that
Sure.
does anything.
You push back as you block your foe. And the opponent that triggered is adjacent to you. Are they like the same? These monks are all the same size as me, correct?
Correct. Yeah, they're all
Okay,
medium
I
creatures.
just needed that clarification. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just snap shield block into place as well. That'll
Okay.
be my reaction.
Okay.
So when they
So
do
reaction
do
shield
the
block.
damage.
All right. Then that's going to be for damage. It's going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
12 bludgeon.
So 8 is hardness. And then is there a good way in Demiplane to track the damage on the shield?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't.
All right, well,
believe
for now,
so.
I'm going to just track it on HP. Okay. I'll track it as temporary HP, and then we'll go from there.
Wait, there's
Okay.
no, sorry. Continue.
Is there a different
never mind.
spot?
Yeah, if you know
Because
something.
I don't see a different spot. Okay. So you said it was 12 damage?
12 damage, yeah.
Okay, cool.
12 bludgeoning. Okay. Monk behind you, I'm going to use the first action of Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I should roll the d20s first, actually. That's probably not going to hit. I got a
It's
25.
29
and
is
a
it?
19. Yeah. Yep. So he's going to miss. He's going to whiff both. We are going to use one action then to. We're going to do something cheeky. One action
Cheeky?
to leap backwards with the magnetic drift over here up onto this ledge, and then jump here behind Luna. So I guess gotta make some checks here.
So
Okay,
flurry
yeah,
of
we're good.
blows. And then
Yeah, flurry of blows one action, and then two actions to like step away and like jump, like pretty much like Matrix, run up the wall, and then Crouching Tiger leap over you and the other monk to land behind Luna, positioning for the flank for Monsanto.
All right.
Okay, that is going to be all of the monks. Yoma's going to chill. Okay, and then we'll go hop over to the other party while they are getting tattooed. Okay, Lycus, the tattoo you will be receiving, so you can kind of look through this and drool over it while we hear about Vrakaron Shred's backstory, is 100 victories.
100 victories.
100 victories.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So it's from the treasure vault. So as your tattoo is being, pricked in, the Jolly Roger of the Merry Folk, taking shape across your back, this magic starting to, infuse into your flesh. The ruling, as this says, is 100 cuts healed into a diamond-shaped scars represent the ability to withstand the attacks of your enemies. Orc warriors covet these scar patterns in a cluster around them and consider them to be their strongest assets. A pattern around the heart signifies a warrior with great endurance. So, that's just flavor text. What it does, though, is you gain a +1 item bonus to intimidation checks. And if you have ferocity, such as orc ferocity or something similar, the first time each day that you use it, instead of remaining at 1 HP, your hit points are going to be set to the amount equal to your ancestry hit points.
Huh.
So
Super nice.
instead of just coming back up at 1, you'll come back up with a bit extra.
Sounds good
Cool.
to me. That's perfect too, because like the whole idea of like scars being whatever, and like Lycus's back is literally just like they are all scars he got as a child, as a slave.
Yeah.
They're just healed over to cover over that with this tattoo of the
Yeah.
merry folk, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I think she also like taps the pointy end of the quill at the bite mark on your shoulder. Or no, never mind. No, you left that. No, you got the brand on your.
Yeah.
Never mind. I don't think she points at that. That's not where she's working. But yeah, so that is a tattoo that again you can go ahead and add that to your character. That is now going to be in effect. In the meantime, though, Wrath is sitting down and he's had a bit of frog wine, and when he hiccups now, he kind of croaks like one of the frogs from the Frog Grove. His cheeks a bit rosy, his eyes a little bleary, as he kind of sits there contemplating. Pym, you pluck. Or are you playing with any of your instruments? I just kind of imagine that you might be, but
I do have my lute out. I'm also going to, just in case it comes in handy, I'm going to cast a cantrip spell called Musical Accompaniment. So it summons an aura of orchestral music that accompanies the scene based on my behavior. So I'm kind of like lounging right now and plucking and very chill. So it sounds kind of like this lute, but there's like a tambourine and a flute and like a couple other instruments involved as well. It is going to provide a +1 status bonus to performance checks. At the GM's discretion, it provides this bonus to deception, diplomacy, and intimidation checks as well. And it lasts for an hour.
Okay. Yeah. Mechanically, I'm not sure if it's going to do anything too crazy right now, but it certainly does provide like a really good ambiance to the space, right?
Perfect.
I think, Masseuse is just snoozing away in the corner while Vimy works on Lycus. And as you kind of lull everybody into this comfort, Wrath, now well through the first glass of frog wine, he says, "So, Shred, what do you want to know?"
Well, ultimately, he's our target right now. I was planning to face him in the tournament coming up, but it seems Fate had other plans. Does he have... I mean, from what I hear, he's a ferocious fighter. Is there anything we need to look out for in terms of his battle tactics?
Shred, Vrakaron Shred. His tactics are cruel, efficient. He's willing to make sacrifices that others would shock the conscience. I was as close to having raised Vrakaron as anyone could be.
And how did you end up? If you're that close, how did you end up here on opposing side?
Oh, it's a long story. I was once an agent within the conquering host under a different warlord in a different time. When Shred was born, his family, everybody, they died in a fire. And only the baby survived. Pulled out from under a pile of ash. So he grew up in the military. He held weapons before most infants would even say their first word. And he was very talented, even from a young age. So as for his tactics now...
His scars, he's only got a glimpse from afar, but he seemed bandaged from head to toe. But it does not seem like fire really affects him anymore.
Fire never did. The scars, rumors I've heard is that it's from a dragon of all creatures. Acid.
Okay.
And this would somewhat track with what you guys know. Varanya attacked Muldan Dawn and took it over.
Do you mean to
I've
say
confirmed
that
with
fire can't hurt him? Just to clarify.
Fire would have no effect on him. From what I've
Understood.
seen, fire, Vracaron's been touched by fire and flame. It yields to him. It protects him. I'd heard this is somewhat of a long story, but his training extended beyond just that of the hobgoblins. One mission that I was leading, we were in the Iron Hills, and we'd come across a group of rangers. To escape them, we hid in some caves in the Iron Hills, deep in the hills. We thought the rangers wouldn't dare follow us, but they did. Vracaron had the idea to lure them into the dark, where we would have an advantage over them. And so we did. We went deeper and deeper until finally, when we did fight them, it was in the pit of the volcano. Things went badly. I managed to escape, as did another. But Vracaron's, well, he was trapped within. Him and those rangers. I couldn't return to face Lesh Proudmask, our old warlord. So I surrendered to the monks at the Sanctum, and I've been here ever since. My friends, though, others that I managed to keep in touch with somewhat, they told me that Vracaron returned after several years. And when he came back, he was stronger. He wielded fire and weapons in a way none of us had ever dreamed of. And the weapons he wielded were of giant origin, giant make, giant craftsmanship.
Are there any openings, any weaknesses that he might have? It feels like we're going into a bit of a losing situation. They would have an advantage in the environment, likely an advantage in numbers. We don't know if everyone who we saw was everyone that was on their attack expedition.
The conquering
We're at a
host's
disadvantage
numbers
with information.
well, I will confirm that when it comes to the numbers of the conquering host, as they are, as Shred is planning, as I believe Shred is planning, There is no larger army on this continent. The conquering host is not just Muldan or Dan. It is an alliance, a union of monstrous races. Those who Shred has convinced are stronger than the ones who kept them suppressed. Their war is a holy war.
So his campaign is one of resentment, almost. They wish to get revenge. They wish to set themselves free in a way.
In a way, Vrakaron Shred believes that the strong should be the ones in charge and then the weak should serve. And he believes that those of the conquering hosts are stronger than the ones who've been in charge of this world so far. Stronger than the elves, stronger than the Pantheon of Oros, stronger than mankind. He aims to restructure the world in the wake of this apocalypse.
And that, I think many of us are. But the conquering host, their commitment to power, it's only gonna lead to the same thing we had before, just with different people. So, be honest with me, Wrath. What are the chances if I face Shred right now that I come back?
I think if you and your crew were to face Shred right now, that there would be no coming back.
Okay.
But, as you mentioned, his injuries are severe. It is possible he has a weakness.
He had a mask, some sort of device. I don't know what it was for, but maybe he needs it for something now.
He might. He very well might. I have not been trusted with information from the conquering host for a long time, but I did leave behind a companion who I know Shred keeps close. If you can find a bugbear named Ruin, he might be able to give you information, something, a weakness, but you have to tell him that I sent you.
You know, we actually have a bit of a standing appointment with Ruin.
An appointment with Ruin? I thought that you were heading into the mountains below.
We will, but we're sure we're not going to come back. I am sure that we will. We'll make sure to make it to our appointment.
This frog wine is good. Do you mind if I have another?
Oh, please do. When we left the Frog Grove, they were generous. You know, I actually helped invent frog wine when I was just a boy.
You get spanked, Lycus, on the cheek.
Why?
It's
It
called
says-
slapping. You're spanking.
No, this is a spank. This is a spank.
Oh,
And it says, "You're done. Come on, Pym. You're next."
All right.
Oh, I see that cheek. Yep. There it is.
Go tend to your guest.
Oh gosh.
So Pym, you are
my
positioned on the
turn.
table. Mhm.
Pym hops up and puts the lute aside, but you can still hear the sound of the lute making music without her playing it.
Nice. All right, Pym. As she begins your tattoo, I will tell you what you get. The tattoo that you get is enveloping light. So there is the description of it, but it says the mark carries in it the protective force that bolsters your body and soul. The first time each day that someone attempts to treat wounds on you and rolls a critical failure, they'll just get a regular failure instead.
Okay.
And you can spend 2 actions, and then once per day for 5 rounds, your entire body will glow with an effect of a first level light spell. At the end of each of your turns, you will gain 1d4 hit points.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Cool.
That's pretty
Pym
dope.
has a little auto heal, and she glows.
Yay. That's cool. Bright light. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Love it, love it.
Lycus, Pym, your tattooing adventure continues, regaled by stories of, what Muldan Dawn was like at a different time, as Wrath, as he gets steadily more drunk, is happy to tell you more as you go.
Cool.
Okay? All right.
Nice, relaxed, tattoo party.
Right.
Yeah. It's very chill. Very
Totally
chill.
chill.
Like, there's I mean, there's the
There's a hookah
snoring
in the corner.
of, yeah, masseuse. Yeah, Sarah's hooking in the corner.
Oh no, no.
Not Sarah. Masseuse just fast
Not
asleep in the
Sarah, she's
corner.
the little one.
Yeah. As Lycus and Wrath, converse a bit deeper. Pym, you getting poked by Vimi's hands, and every time you complain, she's like, quiet, don't squirm. You make it harder. You want this to turn out nicely. And with that, the camera kind of fades away. We leave the ship, and we do like this big sweeping pan. The music intensifies as we hit the riverbed, and Monsanto flicks the blood off of the hand, looks at you, Luna, and dashes. We are going to...
Wait, let me get back to battle music.
Yeah, get back to battle music.
There we go.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 actions to leap through the air with flying attack. And which will let me go up to my range. With magnetic drift, my leap is equal to my normal speed. So Monsanto is just going to magnetically propel, gliding through the air, riding magnetic waves that you cannot quite see, Luna, floating through the air in sort of like a dizzying fashion. Will use the last action when in mid-air to use Flurry of Blows. You are flanked for this as well. Monsanto's going all out. Come on.
Really nice if you were like a little closer to me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think it was after we moved. You mentioned, they both have to be within the aura. That was like
I got a
oopsie.
28 and one that's
Hits.
definitely not going to hit. So the 28 will hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we are going to go ahead and do some damage. Okay, good. Max roll. 18 damage.
18 damage.
18 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, Monsanto flutters through the air, riding the magnetic waves, and then comes down with like an axe kick. Remember Harang from Tekken?
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Where like we'll defy gravity for a moment and axe kick, like it's that kind of thing,
Yeah,
and
like...
then the second strike. Yeah, exactly. Catches you on the shoulder, Luna, and then as he goes for the second attack, though, you are able to dodge that, and it is your turn, followed by Edanor.
Okay, so Edanor goes after me.
Mm-hmm.
I looking to see if I can delay till after
You can certainly
Edanor.
delay. Yeah.
And Eddie, if you could just move to my right on your
Yeah, I
turn,
can
if
do
that's
that.
possible. Okay, so I'll delay till after Eddie.
Okay. Edanor, you
Alright.
are up. Luna is
I
delayed.
am going to, I guess, use the defensive advance, which is just at the same time
Yep.
is my shield, block, and stride. So I'm just going to stride right there, or however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Let me just grab them, and then from there, so I do have my raised shield.
And I think we ruled earlier that you can attack, so I don't mind if you want to take the attack. We'll just look it up.
Yeah,
after
well,
the
I
session.
still have an action. It was the first time as I was pulling my equipment out.
Okay.
So, it is still an action after
Okay.
reading. So,
Okay.
Get 'em. I am. I'm gonna do
You want to
The
know my
healers.
HP?
touch with the glove on Luna.
I'm at
You touching Luna with
Yeah.
the glove?
Yep, I'm just gonna touch Luna. Give Luna a little touch,
with
which
consent.
is. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Just consensual touch. What are you healing Luna with?
It's the healer's glove, so it's not.
He's looking up the trait.
Oh, the trait. It just
This
says
is a
healer's
healing fight.
touch.
It is a healing vitality effect.
Oh,
Uh
So,
so is it if it's a vitality effect? I
well,
kinda
actually,
forgot
it does say
about
it does actually say in the text you can't harm undead with this healing. So no, you're okay, Luna.
oh. Okay.
It specifically
So does it-
says in the text
Yeah.
like you can't harm undead, so we're okay.
I'm so glad they
Okay.
add that now. It used to be you have to like search
So it
all that
doesn't
up.
I thought you
heal.
weren't undead
So
technically.
it doesn't heal though,
Are you?
or it does heal.
It's
and it
because
doesn't harm?
I have negative
heal.
healing.
Yeah, it will heal him.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure clarify that bit. All right.
Yeah.
Plus 7. Yeah. 13 health back, so
That's a good amount.
that's not too bad.
Not too shabby.
It's my 1 per day. You get 1. Everybody gets 1.
You had a
Actually,
little
not
high
everybody
five.
gets 1, just you. You just get 1.
now you're
You get
solid
to
in
get
the aura.
1. That is very true. That's the more important part, and I got my reaction back.
And then that's your whole turn.
That's my whole turn. Yep.
All right, then Luna, you are up as you delay till after Edanor.
So, unfortunately, I'm going full relying on a dice gods for
Okay.
for this moment. So, I'm
Risky business.
I'm gonna be out of the aura, but I'll say my
I
first.
just got here, guys. I just got here. I'm really slow now.
I know.
Why do we even
First,
have
I'm going to
one?
use my focus spell Skylast with Wave. And what it'll do is I can fly and strike at the same time. So what I'm going to
Okay.
do is I'm flying upwards and I'm going to go diagonally with Monsanto for flanking and a strike with the sword. So I'm like flying upwards
Sure.
and then I'm like looking back,
Mm,
striking downwards. It's just like a regular attack.
yeah. I
But
got
this
it.
is mostly to recharge my spell strike.
Rich spell strike, yeah.
20. No, I think no. Oh, it's 24.
24 to hit.
Yeah,
That and we are flanking with Edanor, right?
yeah. So wait,
Yeah,
let me
24
move it
will hit.
properly.
Yeah.
So let's say, yeah, I'm like,
Diagonally over there, yeah. I got you. Yeah. With the flank, 24 hits.
okay. Let me just
check
roll
my
this
hand.
quickly for damage. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. What is that?
I always forget Edanor's
Oh.
token has the teddy bear on him too.
It's true.
That
So
is.
it's a 15-foot emanation. Mine was set to 10 foot when I was a
Oh, exemplar. Yeah.
what you call it. So it
Ah.
is a 15-foot emanation as a champion versus exemplar. I was like, why is it so
small?
small?
Oh, 5. So that is 23.
23 damage.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because of
Oh.
Arcane Cascade is +6, and because I flew, Arcane Cascade is +6, and then normal is +4, and then rolling dice.
Okay.
So my spell strike is back, and what I want to try
What you
do
wanna
here
Mhm.
is hopefully I went for flanking to make this more likely, but we'll see. After that hits, on my way down, so it's like I'm twirling going down, and I'm gonna go for a spell strike with my fist
Okay.
going downwards.
Spell punch.
But it's at a for me it's at a +12
Okay. Let's
because
see.
Oh,
second
there's a
hit.
multi-attack.
Okay.
Here comes the big roll.
Okay, 27 to hit.
27 to hit.
You're so tense.
Will hit.
Oh, yes.
It hits.
So as she strikes downwards, now her fist is going, and what you see from the fist is elements starting to form. First it's red, first it's fire, then it's acid, electricity, and poison. It starts just rotating like a roulette. You just make sure which one it's gonna happen.
Hysteria and roulette.
That's not a good one for him. And as she's going down, it stops on electricity.
Uh-oh.
And
That's the big one.
yeah, it connects, and then she's just going downwards into the ground because it is. I'll just roll my.
It's a lot of dice. It's a lot of damage.
No.
The electricity
Is this
is the really painful one.
1 plus? That's from 5 from the fist. It is 50 from the spell. So
55?
that's 55 total.
I'm just gonna show you guys something here. I gotta take a quick. This
Let
is
me make
pretty
sure-
wild.
Why am I even here?
Hey, you protected her.
Did he get lucky because I rolled a 1 on a d4?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Does he have 55 health? Yup.
Is it exactly?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
So,
Fantastic.
Luna.
She connects, and I'm looking for like a. If you guys saw when Luffy punches, what's the Zoan guy from CP3?
Lucy,
When he's in gear.
Lucio?
Lucy?
Rob Lucci. Lucci.
Lucci.
Oh,
So
Lucci, yeah.
I'm coming on. What he sees is just like a demonic face with a hand fist, which is full lightning coming down, and then
Oof.
it connects, and it feels like 5-10 seconds pass as he's just registering the pain that's happening.
Ooh. Yeah. And then he
And slams to the
registers
ground.
nothing at all as he goes down. He's dropped. The other monks.
Snooze.
Yeah, the other monks are just like, oh shit. Put their hands up. And Monsanto is in need of medical attention.
Yeah, I'll immediately.
will-
Oh, you have it. Something?
I've got some battle medicine. I've got like I can do battle medicine or just a medicine check because I have medicine tools. So let me see.
Okay.
You help him. You help him feel better.
Well, of course, of
Smoke
course.
still appearing.
Yeah, as Luna connects with the fist, there's just like that crack of electricity. There's a streak in the air coming from Monsanto's face. He drops to the floor. the two monks who were squaring off with you, Eddie, sees this happen, and they immediately put their hands up and set them back to their side as you go and tend to Monsanto. And Luna, you stand there over your fated rival, victorious.
And then you just hear, victory, Lunazor Elwins. As she said.
And that right there,
Cool.
that right there is, I think we're going to go ahead and call our session
Okay.
today.
Where's my secret?
Yeah, don't worry, we will get to that. We're going to start next session off with that secret being revealed. And yeah, and then we'll be hopping into the caverns behind Sanctum Metallica.
Dungeon crawl.
Right.
Stay
Dungeon
tuned for
crawl.
secrets and dungeon
All right,
crawls.
guys. Thank you so much for hanging here with us this Sunday morning. This has been Sandsea Saga, session 64 in our Heroes of Histaeria campaign series. Friends, is there anything you'd like folks to check out before we head out today?
Besides Luna's Only Toes page?
Yeah,
I don't
gonna
think
announce
so.
when that gets released eventually.
Yeah, keep an eye on our socials for when we get to Luna's Only Toes. All right, guys. Well,
What are
go
we
check out
rolling
Tales
for?
Archive this evening, and
I'm gonna tell Spencer to go
join up
back.
for Known Realms Flesh. I know it's going to be a good one. It always is. All right, guys. Have a
Ooh,
great
good
weekend. We
times.
will see you again soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.